Have you ever woken up in a food fog and you're halfway through either a bag of chips or a sleeve of cookies? I've been there. Or you're questioning, why do I want to eat so soon? I just ate, but I'm reaching for chips, cookies, chocolate, and you feel like you need it, but deep down you're not even sure why. Is it actually hunger? Or is it emotional eating? So today I'm going to help you figure that out. And this simple awareness is the first step to help you stop emotional eating. Hi there, I'm Kim Hynes. I'm your personal emotional eating coach, and I specialize in helping midlife women in their 40s, 50s, and 60s stop emotional eating and break free from diet culture and feel so much better in your bodies. And if you've ever felt out of control with food, obsessed about what you're going to eat next, or in this cycle of feeling shame and guilt after eating, you are not alone. I have been there too. And it's not about willpower. It's not about discipline. You're not broken. It's about understanding what's going on underneath. And this is why I've created a community called the Emotional Eats Community so that women can talk about this. So let's get started with this fundamental idea of the difference between physical and emotional hunger. So let's start with physical hunger. Physical hunger, it comes on slowly. You know, it builds gradually. You're open to a variety of foods. I am more likely when I'm really hungry to eat things like the meat, the fish, the eggs, the fruits, the vegetables. I can wait a little bit if I need to. I know that I'm going to eat and I know I'm hungry, but I can wait. And when I do eat, I feel full and satisfied. And we're triggered by body signals. Our brain is sending a signal. We know that our hunger hormones are working when we feel a little bit of that growling. There's a very physical feeling in our body that we all recognize as hunger. So that is physical hunger. It comes on more slowly and you can actually be satisfied and full when you're done. So let's switch over to emotional eating. It comes on suddenly. It comes on fast. Out of nowhere, you have to have something and you find yourself in the pantry, in the fridge, in the ice cream. It also, it comes on so fast that sometimes you'll even go to the store and buy something. But the feelings have been building gradually throughout the day. You're often craving things like sugar, fat, and salt, all the junk food. We're not craving broccoli when we have an emotional eating attack. It feels more urgent and overwhelming. It's almost like we have to crush something or numb out in order to not think about something while we're eating, but we don't necessarily know that that's happening. And we can't really wait until this feels like it's going to die down because emotional eating, it just takes over. We're not able to wait like we are with hunger, knowing that we're going to eat. We don't wait. We go right for whatever food feels satisfying. But it's not satisfying. It's satisfying for a moment, but then it's not really satisfying. You will not stay full on the types of foods that we eat. Plus, we're not able to fill the emotional hole and satisfy the emotional issue that's happening when we are eating out of emotions. It's definitely triggered by emotions and it's triggered by body signals. So it could be emotions, it could be fatigue, agitation, anxious thoughts. There's so many different reasons. So think of emotional hunger like an urgent knock at the door. It's loud, it's sudden, it's demanding, and you're going to eat any of the sugar, fat, and salt nearby. And you'll probably keep going and never feel full. Think of physical hunger as more like a gentle tap. It's steady and consistent, reminding you that you need to eat, and you're more likely to eat food that is a little bit more nutritious. So when you're emotional eating, you might also feel disconnected or zoned out, or feel a little numb. You're eating quickly. You might be eating secretly. And even while standing up, you may feel shame or guilt or regret after eating that food. And you realize you weren't even hungry. You were just needing something. And that's when we like to explore is what is the something that we need? Because it's not usually food. And I want you to think about, where do I feel this hunger? Here's some ways. I want to give you 3 ways to tune in before you eat. Where do I feel this hunger? Is it in your mind, your chest? Is it in your belly? So you can tune in to find out if it's emotional or not. If it's not in your belly, it's probably emotional eating. If you're feeling it in your mind or tightness in your chest, or you're feeling butterflies in your stomach, that might be emotional eating, but the rumbling, you know. I'd love for you to try to pause, and this takes practice. Pause for 90 seconds and breathe and ask yourself, what do I really need right now? Because it's not always food. Sometimes you need rest or comfort or a break from stress, or maybe you need alone time. And if you really want to get into the hunger side of it, maybe even rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10. 1, I am so truly really hungry. All the way up to 10, I am full. And if you do eat or binge, give yourself grace. Be curious, not critical. Because when we are really critical and mean to ourselves about it, it's really hard for us to move forward and practice and try new things and be open to changing that pattern. If this message resonates with you, and if you've struggled to tell the difference between emotional and physical hunger, know this: you are not alone, and again, you're not broken. You're just disconnected from your body, and that's why I created the Emotional Eats community, because we dive into this work every single week. It's a judgment-free zone to stop emotional eating, break free from the all or nothing food mindset, and build this long-term peace with food in your body. So check out the description. I have some gifts for you there. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss a video that helps you feel better in your body. And again, give yourself grace. Be curious, not critical.